part 2 of my $100 Amazon FBA sourcing challenge. And let me tell you, this part got real. I finally got the FBA box packed up, and I'm going to show you some of the Amazon fees and also the FBA box fee that we had to endure. Also, we're going to talk about how one of the items got regated. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through some of the behind the scenes for this box. So first things first, this is my FBA box. I got all of my products prepped, labeled, and ready to go. I'm using SellerAmp and Amazon Seller Central to kind of walk you through the fees and also the cost of the FBA box. So as a new seller, you might think packing is the easy part, but Amazon makes you think about everything. Weights, dimension. You can't just throw it in a box and call it a day. Every label matters, every barcode matters. So while I was prepping my FBA box, I decided to check on the FBA fees again, and let me tell you, Amazon is going to make sure they get theirs first. Between the fulfillment fee and referral fee, your margins can shrink, but not too much where it's not worth the box. But it can happen real quick if you're not paying attention. So let's take a look into these. Okay, so let's take a look into this first product here. So I'm going to scroll down to kind of look at the profit calculator on SellerAmp, right? Remember, you can toggle whether or not you want to do FBA or FBM here. So I have mine set to FBA. So what I'm going to do is take out the total fees. Look at it. The referral fee for this item is $3.11, and the fulfillment fee is $3.90. So this makes a total of $7.01. This product is selling over 100 times a month. I anticipate it to be out by the end of the month because we're listing it at the lowest price. We paid $2.99 for this item. So as you can see, with the profit sending the FBA box, we'll be making 359% ROI. That's a deal. I'm going to take it. That's $10 on each item, and we have about 8 of them. That's $80 on one FBA box already. Let's look at the second item. So this is basically the same product. I'm going to scroll down to the profit calculator again. Like I said, I have it set to FBA. And look, the total fees is just about the same. $3.90 fulfillment fee, and then $2.55 referral fee. And the FBA fee, fulfillment fee, is $3.90. So the total is about $6.45. That is 464% back. We're making $8.68, and we have about 8 of those as well. So overall, for both of these products, we can expect back around $140, okay? And the FBA box was even better. We were able to create the FBA box for less than $9. If you've seen part 1, that was the goal. So let me go ahead and take you to my Amazon Seller Central so we can break down these fees. So inside of my Amazon Seller Central, all I'm going to do is go to shipments, and then I'm going to choose the recent FBA box, which is from Thursday. And then over here, you can see fees estimated. It cost us $5.53 with UPS to send this, which is a great rate. If you know anything about retail prices, it probably would have been closer to $10. And then the placement fee for Amazon was $2.70. The placement fee is just what Amazon charges you to go and take it to their center. So overall, we spent about $8 on the FBA box to get to Amazon. $8 minus $140. Still over $130. So this FBA box should bring us a total of around $210-ish. Okay, so that wasn't quite right. My math was off. So we spent about $44.85. We'll be making about $135, including the FBA fees, which give us a grand total of $127. That's well over 100%. Remember, for these items, we paid $47. Now, did you notice that I'm missing an item? In part 1, we found 3 items in Ollie's, but we actually got regated for one of them, the light bulbs. We got regated before we could even do our FBA box. Do you know how much of a headache that is? That was very frustrating to see once I started my FBA box, but I did not let it deter me. But yeah, Amazon said, no ma'am, you cannot send that. Oh my God. That is something I think more new sellers should expect. Sometimes Amazon switches the game up on you, but you gotta roll with the punches and move on. We can post it on eBay, maybe even Walmart, but that's a conversation for another day. We could even return them if we wanted to. But other than that, we were still able to list the other 2 items we found. Either way, we making some shmoney. So the biggest lesson that I learned from this FBA box is that it's not about perfection, it's about progress, okay? You learn through the process. Every FBA box, every label, every FBA fee is going to be experience. So don't let anything so small as getting regated for something stop you in your journey. And look, you found the right place. I'm the Ungay Queen. Here is an ASIN. Try this ASIN. If you are auto approved, then you need to get my auto on gate list. I have a list of over 60 items that are auto approved for new sellers, okay? And also in that list, it includes 3 profitable. Why is it considered profitable, you say? I consider it profitable because you will be making over 30%, you are ungated, and I give you the link to where you can go and buy it. So it's really a no-brainer. So if you are interested in that list, comment ASIN list in the comments below. Now, if you also are doing your first FBA box, I want you to drop down in the comments what's the most challenging part about your FBA box and what is something that is actually inspiring about this process. And if you haven't seen part 1, I urge you to go check it out so you can see how we calculated why we purchased those items. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow our journey. We're going to get that -10 to over 200, okay? In the next video, I'll be showing you how many actually sold, what we are really bringing back, the Amazon account level reserve, how much they'll keep, all of that. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.